In the past, I have made videos about creating combination listings as well as bundle listings and adding different variations to your listings on Etsy. And Etsy doesn't make this process really simple for sellers. I still get lots and lots of questions on those videos about how to do various things that will make it simpler for customers to buy multiple products within one listing. In this video, I'm going to attempt to answer those questions in one place, and I will be pointing you to those other videos for the specific process. So this video is gonna be kind of like an explanation of what all those options are, why you can't do certain things on Etsy with print on demand, and then you can decide which option sounds like the best choice for you. All right, so there's three separate things that we are talking about here, but a lot of the time these questions come in kind of presented as a jumble of all of these different things. So first up, let's define what is a combination listing versus selling a product bundle. I do have videos about both of these topics. A combination listing or a combo listing is a listing that sells more than one product within the same listing. So you've manually combined products like t-shirts, sweatshirts, and hoodies, all in the same listing, and the customer can select which one they want. An example of that would be this t-shirt here. We have one design, but we have over here on the size menu option, we have many different products to choose from. We have t-shirts, we have youth t-shirts, toddlers, we have baby one piece. So multiple different products are being offered within this one Etsy listing. This is a combination listing. The customer can pick any individual product, add it to their cart, and check out. And then of course they can come back here and add multiple if they want to buy more than one. But each item that they're selecting here is just one product. Selling a bundle is different. That would be when you are selling more than one product within the same product variation. So for example, we have here a listing with a husband and wife set of mugs. You can buy them individually. However, if you look at the product variations in the dropdown, you'll see that not only can you buy one at a time, but you can also buy a set of two at the same time by selecting just one product. So we only have to add this to our cart one time, and we will have a set of two mugs. So that is a bundle. That's the difference. A bundle is more than one product baked into a single variation in an Etsy listing, and a combination listing is a listing which offers multiple different products, but none of them are more than one product in a variation. And then a third sort of subcategory to doing a combination listing is offering different designs on the same product. So this listing, which is also husband and wife mugs, has 4 separate variations for you to choose from, 11 ounce and 15 ounce mugs. Each one you can select the husband and the wife design, and they are listed separately. So this is not a listing set up as a bundle, but this is a combination listing, even though it is not sort of a collection, a bunch of different products. It's all mugs, but they're offering different designs on those mugs. So offering different designs on the same product within a listing and just giving all of those different designs as choices, that is sort of a subcategory of a combination listing because the process for making them is the same. But I do have a separate video about how to add variations to your listings so that you can put in a bunch of different design options. All right, so that's the 3 main categories of combining different products within a single Etsy listing. And again, the videos, which I already have that explain how to do each of those 3 things, are linked in the description. So if that's where your questions end, then you can go ahead and check out one of those videos, whichever one you think is the one you want to do, and I hope they're helpful for you. But the main question that I want to address in this video is really about the bundle listings and print on demand. I've gotten a lot of questions over the last couple of years from sellers who are doing print on demand like I do, and they're asking, how do I do a bundle listing and still have the orders automate? And some people have asked it a different way and said, how do these other sellers do these bundle listings? Because I can't figure out a way to do it with Printify or Printful or Gelato or one of the other print-on-demand platforms. So the answer to this question is it is early 2024, there is currently no print-on-demand platform that I am aware of, certainly none of the big platforms like Printify, Printful, Gelato, Guten, CustomCat, none of them offer a way for you to do this and have your orders automated. It's actually because of the way Etsy listings are structured. Etsy listings are set up with variations, as you likely already know. Each variation is intended to be tied back to a single product. So for example, this is just a basic t-shirt listing with a few different color options, and each color is available in a set of sizes. So as you can see, the colors, we have natural, we have white, and the size is small through 3XL. Each one of these unique combinations of color and size has a unique SKU number, and this is tied back to the product that is, for me, on Printify. So when a customer orders a natural size medium t-shirt from this listing, Printify is looking for this number on the order when it comes in. And that is how they know to fulfill the order with a natural size medium shirt. The only reason that automation really works is because each individual variation of the product is only tied back to one specific product in your Printify or Printful or Gelato account. What a bundle listing does is it takes one of these variations, just one of them, and turns it into multiple products. So back on this husband and wife mug, you'll see each individual choice that you can make here contains more than one product, and the pricing is set up to reflect two products because this is a bundle of two mugs. Now, if we look at one of my mug listings, I'll just give you an example here. I've currently got 11 ounce, 15 ounce, and 20 ounce size mugs listed here. Now, if I wanted to offer a bundle listing, this is explained in my video about bundle listings, so I'm not going to go through this super step by step. But if we go to manage variations here and I go to edit the type and size, and this is where all of my current variations are listed, 11 ounce, 15 ounce, and 20 ounce. I can manually create a fourth option here, and just for the sake of example, I'm going to call it one of each size, and we're going to add that. And we're going to say done and apply. Now I've got a fourth variation here, which I'm going to tell the customer, if you select this product variation, you are buying one of each size. Now, of course, I would need to set my price for this variation based on all three of these mugs. If I was really doing this, if I was creating a bundle of one of each size, I would need to set the price for this based on my cost and desired profit for selling one of each mug. But now here's the thing. Remember, each variation is only going to be able to carry one SKU number on Etsy. There is no place for me to put in 3 SKU numbers for one product variation. So that means if a customer actually orders this variation, if somebody adds one of each size like this to their cart and completes checkout, I'm going to get an order for $59.99, but it is not going to sync to my Printify account. And that is because these 3 products are 3 separate products in my Printify account. Each one of them has an associated SKU number. There is no way for me to enter all 3 of these SKU numbers for this one variation. So, can you do this if you sell print on demand? The answer is yes, you can. However, you have to fulfill your orders manually if you do this. Because what would happen, let's say this was a print on demand listing, what would be happening is every time a customer orders one of these bundles of one of each mug, this seller would have to go to their account. Let's say it's Printify. They would have to go to their orders page on Printify. That order would show up here under other orders, not on their Printify orders, because it won't sync with the SKU numbers. They would then have to import the order, select the first mug, and then add the second mug to the order before they actually submit it. That is the only way that you can sell a bundle listing with a print-on-demand platform currently, because none of them have an automated means to recognize multiple products in a single variant. Now, this doesn't mean you will have to give up doing automatic order submission for all of your other products that are not bundles, because as I mentioned, when you create a bundle listing, you don't enter any SKU number and you don't sync the actual products back to your print-on-demand platform because they're more than one product and you can't sync more than one product to a single variation. All of the orders that do actually sync to your account, you can still leave them set to automatic order fulfillment if you want to. All right, so I hope that was clear about bundle listings. Of course, go check out my full-length video about how to create those listings. If you still want to sell products, just know going into it, you're going to have to manually fulfill those orders. And if the combination listing approach feels like a better fit for you because you can still automate your orders that way, then go check out either the combination listing video or the video about adding new design variations to a listing for the same product. Now, the last thing I want to point out before we end this video is I have gotten questions about pricing and shipping when making these bundle listings. I do have a whole separate video about shipping for combination listings, and the logic applies whether you're doing a bundle or a combination listing. So I highly recommend you check out that video if your questions are about shipping for these listings. But the bottom line is this: Etsy listings, this is an Etsy thing. Etsy listings can only have one shipping profile assigned to them. So if you're selling more than one product in the same listing, you're only going to be able to charge one set of shipping prices for each destination. So for domestic versus other countries, each country can only have one shipping rate set. So for example, let's say that my 15-ounce mugs cost me more to ship than my 11-ounce mugs. I will only be able to set one shipping price for this listing here, which has both 11-ounce and 15-ounce mugs in it. If the difference in the shipping cost isn't huge, this can still work out fine. Basically, just charge somewhere in between on the shipping cost and then add the remaining difference into your product price. So just for a quick example, if the 11-ounce mug costs you $3 to ship and the 15-ounce mug costs you $6 to ship, you could charge, say, $4.50 for shipping and then just add $1.50 to the price of your 15-ounce mug to make up that difference in the shipping cost. However, if you have products that you want to combine that have vastly different shipping costs, one of the most common questions I've gotten is for framed prints, like framed posters. For example, these framed vertical posters from Printify. If we take a look at the shipping information here, so in the United States, the 11 by 14 size has a shipping cost of $10.49. Meanwhile, the 20 by 30 size has a shipping cost of $17.79. So you've got almost a $7 difference there between the shipping cost of the smallest size and the largest size. Ultimately, you'll just have to do some math to figure out if it makes sense to combine those products into the same listing in terms of being able to balance the price and the shipping price that's in your shipping profile. Because you don't want to charge $17.79 for shipping on the entire listing, because then the customer will be overpaying for shipping if they buy the small size. Now, you could compensate for that by subtracting $7 from the price, the product price of the smallest size, and then they pay more for shipping and less for the product, but that shipping cost might look really high to the customer and cause them to abandon their cart. You could also charge something like $12 or $13 for shipping and then add the extra $3 to $4 to the product price of the largest size, but that might make the product price seem way too high and nobody will buy that size. So you just have to go through this decision process for each type of combination listing, whether it is a bundle listing or a combination listing. The same logic applies. You don't want to combine products if their shipping costs are really, really different, because you have to only charge one shipping price, and it can get really complicated trying to make sure that you're not going to lose money on something or charge way too much. All right, so that'll do it for this video. I hope it was helpful. I hope it answered some base questions about the differences between bundles and combination listings and kind of what you can do with print-on-demand platforms and what you can't do. And again, if you want the full walkthrough of how to actually create listings that are either bundles or combinations of products or different variations of designs on the same product, go to the links that are in the description. I've got a separate video for each of those 3 different methods for creating your listings. So that's it for this video. Let me know if it was helpful down in the comments. Do me a favor, hit that like button if it was helpful, and don't forget to subscribe to the POD Insights channel. Thanks, everybody. See you next time.